The book of Joshua chapter 6 from verse 1. Joshua chapter 6 verse 1. This is what my Bible says. Now Jericho was securely shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. And the Lord said to Joshua, see, I have given Jericho into your hands, its kings, and the mighty men of valor. Many of you may have heard about this story about Jericho. There is a man of God that assumed the power after the death of Musa, and that was Joshua. Now, Jericho was a city that was fortified in sin. The inhabitants, the people that lived in Jericho, are people that were covered, are people that were submerged under sin. Now, God in his intimate mercy and grace, he wanted to save the people of Jericho. But remember, the gates of Jericho and the walls of Jericho were built in such a way that they never wanted anything like salvation, anything like God's help. Now, God spoke, God sent a servant. Remember, in every generation of sin, God rises a person. In every generation of evil, God rises a person to deliver. In this generation, in this time, specific time, it was Joshua who was to be used of God to put down the walls of Jericho. Because remember, God's mission and vision and purpose and plan over man is salvation. Now, he wanted the people who were surrounded by, who were in that city of Jericho to receive the word and turn away from their sins and experience the salvation of God. Since they were rebellious, the Lord sent Joshua and told him, I have handed over Jericho unto your hands. But there are rules, precepts, statutes that you are to follow. Many Christians, we rebel most times upon God's instructions. We feel there are things we can run to so fast and achieve our target. Now, God instructed Joshua to walk around Jericho with the priests and the musicians 7 times. And on the 7th time, he instructed them to make a lot of noise, a shout of praise, and in that noise, in that shout, Jericho would fall down. What God desired, the aim of God instructing Joshua and the team to move around Jericho, it was to portray a character of submission. Every born again, every child of God should portray a character of submission. And that's what always God looks at in order to work for us. There are things you may think they are easy for you as a child of God, as a Christian, for you to handle. But the mere fact that you disobey the instructions of God, you will fail, however simple that test would be. Now, Jericho, the Bible says, on the 7th time, Jericho, the walls of Jericho fell. Now, what made the walls of Jericho to fall? It was not the power, the magnitude of the noise. No. It was not the magnitude of the voice, of the noise, the music, and the trumpet. It was the heart of submission that Joshua and the team exhibited for Jericho to fall down and receive salvation. What God is demanding from you is one: submission. Submission to do whatsoever He has told you to do. He may have told you, He may have given you an opportunity to sing, to serve, to preach, spread His word, but you've disobeyed. He may have given you a way to work it out, but you have your own way. So you choose to do it your own way, not God's way. May the Lord help you to do his things in his way, not in your own way, that you may register victories in whatsoever you do. Be blessed.